E36 Fanatics, Steven here. Today I'm doing a door panel repair on my brother's vehicle, and both of their cars are having door panel issues where just over time, if you've got an older BMW, E36s in particular, you know that there's a bunch of plastic little pieces that hold in your door panel. Well, over time those plastic tabs break, and then the other issue is the actual plastics that hold them to your door panel also, the adhesive breaks off, and then you're winding up with the plastic not even attached to your door panel anymore. So it can leave your door panel like this one is here really loose, which is an annoying issue to have. Also, another common thing on these vehicles is that the vinyl tends to bubble up. This one hasn't done it, but a lot of them do. My car and my brother's car is like that. It's more difficult and it's a longer process to fix those bubbles if you don't just get another door panel. So I'm not worried about that. The only thing I'm gonna do is pull this door panel off and glue back down the plastic pieces that hold on the tabs, and then replace all the tabs with new ones. So I'll have a firm door panel. Door panels are typically very easy to get off. Basically, you just need a little tool that looks like a screwdriver. It's got two ends on it to pop out the rivets, and they're going to be all around the entire door panel. And then you also have two screws. You have two buttons here that you need to just pop out with a screwdriver, and you're going to have two screws here and here that hold in your door panel to the frame, and that is going to be a T20 socket. And then you also have, normally you have a door handle piece right here, door handle cover, and you just pull it. You just pull it to the side and it pops right out. You're typically going to have a piece at the top of here that attaches to your door lock actuator. You just twist it out, and the black plastic piece pulls right out. You just twist it, and then you can go ahead and start the process of removing your door panel. So to re-put these plastic pieces together, I use plastic Weld Epoxy. Nice thing about it is it's got a really high PSI rate, and it's got a 5-minute set time, so you don't have to sit here and hold it for too long. Over time, if you've ever owned a BMW before, you know that these plastic pieces and the ones up here, they crack, they break, and the adhesive that it uses falls off over time or loosens up, so you got to re-adhere it. So like I said, I use this epoxy stuff. It's really easy to use. After a few minutes it's set, and I try and give it a couple hours to put the tabs back on and reuse. And then what I do, because we own several BMWs and I'm pulling off door handles or door panels maybe once every couple months, I buy the door panel clips in packs of 50. So I don't have to worry about getting a few individual ones, and I just keep them stored when I need to use them. Because each door panel takes a lot of these door panel clips, and when you pull them off, usually a couple of them are going to break. And they're pretty easy to pop back off. You see how they work. They basically spin. You got to spin it into the holes here. And to get them out, I just use a flathead screwdriver usually, or a pair of pliers. So you don't really need much of this stuff, because this epoxy is really tough. It's got a really high PSI rating. So really you're just trying to glue it on to the face of it a little bit, onto the tabs. Whoever the hell did this last time used the wrong kind of glue. Muy bonita. You're not calling it question, right? Alright, pop these back on. It's pretty simple. They got a little piece at the end that you basically go in, then they snap right in. And they're gonna have some play with them. Play in the hole they're supposed to do that. So it's easier to put them back on the door. And just go all around the door panel and replace all the ones that are broken. Now technically you don't really need all of these to hold in the door panel. It'll hold pretty tight without every single last one of these, which is why I'm not really worrying about this top piece right here. It'd be nice to have it, but we're just trying to get his door panel back on, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, now it's time to put it back on. Alright, so the previous owner of this car had actually, I don't know if he was really lazy or if he didn't know what to do, but he had actually put bolts into the door frame to hold in the door panel. And you can see the hole here, and then he put one on the side too. Then this one right here, he actually put bolts into the door panel to hold it in. So if you got this issue where your door panel's not holding in, don't bolt it in. It's gonna be a lot harder to sell when somebody sees that you bolted your door panel in with screws. So I've already got the door clips back on. Now most BMW, most cars in general, they're gonna have some weather strip in here. This doesn't have that right now. Also, you're normally going to have a your door lock piece right here. On this car, the door actuator is broken where this piece goes in, so I just pulled it out. We're not going to replace that on this car. So just get it lined up. You'll hear it lock right in. You need a T20 Torx. You need a T20 Torx bit. Once you got those two screws in, you're just going to need your caps, which on these E36 door panels, they're famous for they'll bubble out over time. The leather will bubble out, they'll lose its adhesive. I haven't gotten into fixing that yet, but and the very last thing you need to do is pop your door handle back on your door. As you can see, it slides in like this. There you go, door panel. It's a whole lot more solid than it was. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe.